Hello. Good evening. How does we? It is Wednesday. Again. It's been a very, I don't know, quick week? Busy week? It's been an interesting one. How are we? Hope we are doing well. Hello, the Aduka one. How are we? How's your week going so far? Are we busy? Are we no busy? Are we somewhere in between? By now, not IAD. Nice one. Congratulations. So I'm going to quick scroll through just to check that I haven't got any outstanding special arrivals or contract sent. Contracts being sent. Don't think I have. Sent you those planes, by the way, didn't I, from last week's stream? I think I did, but I can't remember. To your ID, that is. It's been a very busy week, our end. Work's been quite strenuous. My back still hurts from when I injured it last week. Other than that, just business as usual, really. Quite busy. Yeah. And it's not a problem. Hopefully you'll win a few more tonight. We shall see. Yeah, obviously last week even, we voted for what airports I would play this week. No, actually no we didn't, did we? I did a spin the wheel for that, and then you guys decided what I would be starting with on my Discord server. And the one that won was Heathrow. So I'm going to start at Heathrow today. And as the title of the stream suggests, I will be then progressing on to Prague to handle that. And if I get enough time, I will then continue on to Muscat and Sydney. But order undecided at the moment. So let's first turn music off because I'm getting a bit of an echo here and I don't like it. Turn the shadows on because pretty. Turn battery saver mode off. Sorry. Make it nice and smooth. Ooh, silky smooth. Let's get some stuff landed. I'll start off with the Fs. Because why not? Yeah, get them drops in, go on. Get them drops in. Don't forget you can use your emojis on there as well. So, if I try it out. Got, and then, let's have a flick through my little thingies. I'll use this one. Well, not bad. First drop of the stream and you've already got a seaplane. Happy days. Not really sniff that, can we? So I've got some planes assigned to stands already. Let's just wait till the land. This here is a F-plane from my colleague of mine, which is always good. Going to ask the obvious, but I'm presuming I already know the answer. IAD seaplane? Yeah, I had a feeling that might be the case. So, in my little spreadsheet it goes. Air Galaxy C, IAD. I'll send that from my... that's a good question. Zurich, I think. I'll get this one landed next. I like the colour combination on this one. Another one from a colleague. All of the colours he's used on his planes are all racing liveries of varying types, which I think is quite impressive. Quite a bit of dedication has gone to sort of matching up colours to what they are in real life and all that. Yeah, you're not the only one for Prague there, but I'm dead excited. I think they're progressing well into it. I mean, they've already shared like a little snippet of the airport, haven't they? Let me see. I'm just going to turn the screen off for a second just to make sure I don't have anything incriminating on my stream. So bear with me a second. I'm just going to have a look on the forums just to see what is Guan. No, it's all good. Right. Right, shall bring the stream back up. So, loading. Games. This is not the forums. Or am I being dumb? Oh, forum. Haha. Silly me. Also, giveaways don't seem to work. Are you a VIP on my server or an OG member? Because you do have to reach a certain point in order to run giveaways. Basically, you have to be either a VIP or a chat level 20, I think I said it as. Or an OG member, of course. By OG member, I mean one of the first 10 that joined the server. Is that activated when you subscribe here? Yes, it is. I've got it all synchronized. So that as soon as you do, if you do subscribe, you will automatically get VIP access. Just if you were curious. So yeah, let's have a look on here. What area did I see on? General pre-release discussion, I think it is. So, I do like this. So he's put a little snippet of information here regarding what's currently planned for upcoming updates. Let me just go and get something else landed, like so. 3.6 to 4 back-end improvements and optimizations. Improved airport selection screen. This I'm curious about. I'm wondering how sort of quickly or differently it's going to appear. New filters for the contracts map. I'm very curious about that as well. Various pathfinding improvements. I wonder if that will correct Zurich, because I still find myself getting a little bit of blockage at Zurich occasionally. Texture fixes and other minor improvements. That sounds exciting. And then for 3.7, what the? That made me jump. Oh, Christ. Nice. Sweet. Thank you very much, my man. Welcome to the VIP club. Let me just check my Discord, make sure that has copied over. If I go on the server, Mars. Well, where's the members bit? Settings. Doesn't seem to have synchronized yet. I'll do it manually myself at the moment until it catches up. So, Bosch, you are now a VIP. Congratulations. And thank you very much for the subscription, sir. Much appreciated. Okay, so one cool little thing as well, I've popped, it's synchronized your name down the bottom of the screen as well. So, you'll now see Duca1 on the bottom of the screen. So, thank you very much. But that will enable you to run giveaways. There is a VIP area on my Discord server as well, which I will show you. You should now have access to. And it is in here. So you've got a VIP chat. You've got VIP contract boards, which is blank at the minute. I've got a self-promo outlet here. So if you wanted to share your own social medias or YouTube channels, this, that, the other, you can pop in there. And then this is my favourite, Dank Meme Repository, which at the minute only has one, and that's from me. So if you want somewhere to pop some dank memes, there you go. But no, thank you very much indeed for that. As a sort of thank you as well, I'm going to be sending you a Concorde from Heathrow. Hope that's okay with yourself. Normally people don't complain about Concords, but, you know. Destination IAD, obviously. That will obviously come from my main account. So as soon as I'm on that account tomorrow, I probably won't send it today, but tomorrow, I will send it straight over. Now, I'm trying to think of more sort of VIP perks, because I don't have that many other than those channels and the ability to do giveaways and that. Try a giveaway now and see if it lets you. It should do. I see no reason why not. I'll close that because you can see my name on there. Whoopsies! You're currently the only person here, by the way. I'm surprised. Deseo said he was going to come on, but I reckon he might be struggling to stay awake. But yes, thank you again for the subscription. That's very kind of you. I don't know if the notification noise was a little too loud, by the way. I might have to turn that down because it startled me. I was like, oh, okay. And then I got 2 different notifications saying the same thing. I'm like, oh, okay. Might have to change that. I've bodged up one of my UI windows here. Hold on, let me refresh it. There we go. Right, what have I missed in chat? Because it seems to be... There we go. Sorted. Right. Kind of looks like a Christmas livery on the green. Yeah, it does a bit, yeah. It's a very Christmassy ready and greeny. I can't for the life of me remember what racing livery that was based on. But it is quite cool. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. How are you, by the way, sir? Are you well? Oh, I've got the radio turned on. I'm going to try and come up with nicknames for all these different coloured planes. I don't know. Midnight Mint? For your one here, Nick? Unsure. It's got a cool little ring to it anyway. I'm just going to hop into my Midnight Mint. Yeah. I heard a noise. What was the noise? Oh, was my chat delayed again? Yes, it has. You were a bit sick yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. Are you well now? That was group parachute. Ah, okay. 2 of the planes to my Heathrow should be 9:10. Already? Ooh. I'm curious, actually. Yes, they are. Right, I'll favourite them. Anything 8 or 9, I will favourite so that I will deal with them first. Out of 10, that is, of course. But at the minute, it looks like it's just yours. So that's a good start. So what else have I got favourited? Well, I've got that favourited. That's only 6 out of 10. So all of yours, Nick, are now favourited. Is it normal that giveaways take a while? Should be instant, I believe. I've never had any issues with running giveaways. Anyway, close Discord and open it again just to make sure that the permission's been refreshed. But the giveaway function does definitely work, because Polaris used it, well, he's used it a few times now, if I'm honest. I will get a lavatory vehicle, so I've only got 2. What area should I oh yeah, that's it. So I unlocked this area. Just thinking about expansion plans and where to go next, so I've got that lot. That is 15k, that's 35k. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough for that for a little while. 25. 20, alright, so I could spend 15k for 5 stands. All of which are, oh no, all of which are F apart from 1. Or I could go here for 20, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stands. Or 25 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 stands. I'm thinking about 3C next to unlock that area. Obviously, I'm gonna get all these stands here to C first, and then I'll make that one. Well, I'll do that one first. I'll make that another F stand because I can. Let me get my freebies. I've been forgetting them quite often recently. It's really bad. I'll get my free handlinker as well. I've only got 2,500 silver plates until I can get some gold planes as well. Because my gold plane balance here is somewhat dry. So I shall... yeah. So weird seeing gold planes available. What to... yeah, tell me about it. I almost hit this the other day. And I was wondering to myself, hold on. Why have I got so few silver planes? And I sort of had a look and I was like, oh, hold on. I'm on the wrong account. Is there something to do with the GingerBot? Shouldn't be. I mean, it all works fine. Well, let me try one. Hold on. Please hold, Paula. You tried and it's still working on it. Chuck us a screenshot if you can, bud. Just so we can sort of see what's going on. So if I try one, for example, in Command Center. Give away. Create. I actually will start a giveaway while I'm here, if I'm honest. I've got IAD open on Emperor at the minute, so I will do a quick giveaway of a pair of three Boeing 744s, I think. Yeah, I'll do that. Whoops. I always double press it accidentally. Let's give away B744. Hit enter. Sending command. It's coming up fine. Has anyone else had issues with this? Out of those that are able to create giveaways, of course. Where can it go? So... that is Heathrow, Zurich, Prague, Muscat, BKK. Switch it back onto that mode for a moment. Yeah, BKK. We've got HKG, Goya, and I think it can go there as well. Yes, it can. I'm surprised about this, but can also reach St. Martin. Special planes, I would class as non... Well, there are two different types here. So I've got Comets, count as a special plane. Concords count as a special plane. But also those that you can't buy in the game. So the airports that you get, for example, a big Russian freighter. The ones that you can't buy in the hangar. I would class those as special as well. So SCL, GRU. Doobie-doobie-doo. They're the ones, yep. AM124 and 225s, yeah. Missing any? Oh yeah, San Diego. We can go San Diego. Where is San Diego on here? I have forgotten. I was right at the top. I forgot it's quite an early place. But yeah, so they're what I would personally class as special. Yeah, it's a shame it can't reach Sydney. I would have thought it could. Right, well, anyway, that's those selected. Giveaway duration, I'll only do 2 hours on this one, I think. No, actually, I will leave it running overnight. I'll be good. 14 hours. And I'll do 3 winners. VIP only? No. I'll put my usual note in. Please handled at least once every 30 days. Submit. And that's active. So no, there aren't any issues with the bot that I can see in regard to creating giveaways. So I've just managed to make one without any problems. That's alright, Sam, no worries. Thank you for hopping on. How are we? Sorry I couldn't catch you there, my man. I got asked a favour from the other half and I was like, oh, can you go shop for me? I really fancy something chocolatey. So, yeah, I did. But, yeah, dear Duke1, if you can screenshot whatever issues you're having with trying to run a giveaway, pop it in the general chat. And I will try and see what's going on. I'll even tag Hidden, obviously, who's the developer of the bot. And just to see if there's anything he can suggest. But, yeah. Could I add a Twitch ping? Would be a great addition. Yeah, I'm going to figure out how to do that. Obviously, I've not done one as yet, but yes, I would like to create one. Right, so I know what the issue is here. Oh, actually, no, wait, I don't. No, I lie. So you've hit additional options, correct? And you've put in the other information there. If not, you will have to do that. If you just hit finalize giveaway, it won't finish. You have to finish that giveaway first by selecting the optional options. If that helps at all. Then ping the Twitch roll, people. Yeah, I shall do. There's a very good suggestion there, but thank you. I'll have to look it up online. You've done that also multiple times. Well, then there shouldn't be any issues. In theory. Is it visible on the command center chat? Let's have a look. As in, can I see it? No. Only I can see this. You've reached 450 fleet planes. Congrats, man. That's a lot of planes. Nice one, nice one. Okay, so what I'm going to do is That's a good question, actually, Nick, because I've got yeah, I've had a feeling you might have only hit IIT. But still, that's a lot of planes. Cool, so as you can probably tell in general chat, I've just asked him to have a little gander and see if he can identify the issues with the bot. Obviously, for the most part, for everyone else, it seems to be working correctly, so yeah, it's an interesting one. You met your plane count even, so 10, 100, 50, 90 and so on. Yeah, cool. You need more A20Ns, sorry, A20Ns, A359s, A388s, and A319Ns. Not bad at all. Some of my favourite planes there. Only some, not all. I'm still at Washington at the minute on Emperor Air, by the way, so as soon as I switch over to Zurich, which will be after this, I will get that seaplane sent over. I still find it funny you got a drop on you got a landing on your first drop today. That was quite funny. If you catch someone needing to max San Diego out, you can help them a lot. Well, I mean, the opportunity's here. I mean, I haven't got any planes from you on this account yet. Not trying to, sway your decisions. I'm more than happy to take some planes on GingerJesus64, which is this in-game name, if that would be of any benefit to you. The only downside is I will probably only be able to handle it once a week. I have got in the hang of trying to dedicate an hour or so every evening just to handle one airport on this account. I managed to do that for the most part this week so far, but I couldn't get around to Hong Kong, which I did earlier today, or CNN or Zurich.
Emotional damage.
Oh no, no rampaging. Ah, now I've got to sit here pressing buttons for ages. Ah, oh well, such is life. But yeah, no worries for saying. I'm not going to pressure you into it. You send planes at your own leisure, so thank you very much for any that you are willing to send. But yeah, so dear Duke of One, darn you! No, I'm joking. Yeah, no rampaging. Okay. It's like making things difficult, don't we? Whoops. Oh, hit the wrong one then. I'm just trying to max out my crew so that I can, yeah. From bad timing, they already have them. I might have missed something. Who already has what, sorry? Oh, these planes, yes. To be fair, though, they are almost done. And I'll start no rampaging from when the next plane gets to its stand. Just to make it fair on everyone. There you go. So that way you still get the full effect. How long was it? 10 minutes, I think it was. Hold on. Yeah, 10 minutes. Cool. Nice one. Starting the airport is a pain. Very much so. You should have seen the first few streams I've done on this account. They were comparatively boring. It was just me sitting there chatting for ages, landing 1 or 2 planes every 20 minutes. Yeah, uneventful and poop. But the more people that are able to sort of join in and give me stuff to handle on streams, it should be a little bit more involved, I think. We've got a good amount of E-gates at Big AK now. Nice. Yeah, you'll definitely need them. E and F you'll need. Pretty much whatever you... pretty much any size cargo-wise as well you can use. That's why he sent the Concorde to St. Martin, so it wasn't exploring. Yeah. Nice one. Thank you, my man. A very special plane, so much appreciated. I also realised I hadn't handled Muscat in a couple of days on Vista Airways, so apologies for the Concorde being so late getting back to you. But I did handle it, I think it was today, so it's all good.
November India, Sierra Papa, runway 27 left, clear to land, wind 290 degrees.
Are you guys getting an echo of the radio from the game, by the way? So I am through my headphones, but I don't know if that's just because I've got audio monitoring on. Contracts from my Muscat all done. Sorry, I meant on Vista Airways, not on Emperor. Emperor I haven't really used very often. I only use that for special occasions now. I will get... I think I will get a special arrival landed next. Actually, no, I'm doing this in completely the wrong order, aren't I? I should be landing my favourites next. Oh well. Woe is me. Also made a decision as well, partially prompted by a discussion I had on my server a few days ago. My Emperor account, which is technically my old account, I'm now only going to be doing giveaways from on my Discord server. Vista Airways, however, I will keep as active on both servers, but I'll only give select planes out on that server, and I'll give whatever I don't give out on that server on my server, if that makes sense. Just to sort of avoid the whole you can join any server to get the same planes kind of thing. Just helps with involvement a little bit, I suppose. And apologies to anyone that has an ad appear. Just noticed the notification come up. By the way, advert, lol. That one's almost done as well, look. Nice. Go on, land, 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 land. Let's get another seaplane to go into Washington. Hey! Called it. Love it. You were almost on D/E territory there. Ooh. Very close. Very close indeed. Right, so, Air Galaxy. C. ID. Alright. Cool. Congrats on the drop there, bud. I always find it funny when people land drops on streams, because they it's either one gets no drops, or there's like a couple of people that drop that land every single drop, and I'm just like, oh, well, you're clearly hacking the game, aren't you? No, I'm joking. You can't really hack this, I don't think. You might be able to, but I know that the developers would catch on quick, so don't even try it. Hey Yakub Airways, how are we? Are you well? Is your Wednesday full of tricks? Line up, takeoff. Bye bye. Clear to land.
Allow 296, 7 runway 27 left clear to land. Wind 260 degrees, 6 knots.
Yeah, I think it was on my last stream. I was sort of unlocking some stands at IAD, and it's tricky to get the first E ones. Is Bangkok fast when you have over 200 fleet planes there? Depending on where you have the stands in use, then yes. Will I be unlocking any planes in the past after I handle these planes? What, as in, like, to say if I get one, going and unlocking that model? Is that what you're talking about? Alright, no rampaging. Let's go.
November, India, Sierra Papa, handling started. TO, BT and 31.
Just don't want to make Bangkok too big for your liking. Oh, and I'll be honest, I don't have any issues with it. It can be slow on occasion, but only generally if you've got multiple sort of scheduled planes, one on top of the other.
November, Papa Lima, start up and push back and through.
If you don't use the scheduler, it will be fine. It will be quite easy to handle. You will get a bit of a queue / backlog heading onto the right-hand runway, though. Because obviously you've got 2 landing runways on the left-hand side. They also double up as takeoff runways. But they cater for the left-hand side of the map, effectively. And then the right-hand side only has the one runway to take off from. But everything in the central area uses the right-hand runway. So it's very easy to get a bit of a backlog on the right-hand runway. But it also depends on how you've got your tower manager set. So if, for example, you're on the tower manager's bit and you've got it set to 1 to 3, you won't have any issues with traffic jams, but it will take a while for all your planes to land. If you have it 1 to 2, which is where I normally have it, best of both worlds, but you'll find the left-hand side of the map pretty empty a lot of the time. 1-1 it's okay. Don't bother going negatives because it's silly. Basically, I hope that answers your question a bit. It might not. Apologies if so.
Hotel Sierra Echo.
Alright, take off. Let's get some stuff handled, shall we? Should you delete all the AI contracts at Prague that aren't at tier 10 and then fill those with player contracts? I mean, sorry, I love that sound effect. Personal choice here. I'm not going to go ahead and say that you shouldn't play with AI contracts, because if you don't have a lot of player contracts, but you still want to gain wallers and XP and silver planes and this kind of stuff, then you're going to need contracts, you know? So keep the AI map contracts until you find yourself running out of contract slots, and then ditch them, is what I'd say. But make sure you find yourself some reliable contract partners as well. I don't mean reliable as in only source those that handle daily, but ones that won't handle a couple of times and then disappear. They're not the kind of contract partners you want specifically. I can think of a couple off the top of my head. I'm not going to name and shame them, but you know, it happens. So just be wise with who you connect with. The majority of, well, in fact, everyone on my server at the minute are quite reliable contract partners. I haven't got an issue with anyone. And basically, feel free to just advertise what you got in contract chat. And yeah, I'm sure your planes will get snapped right up. And then, likewise, people will send you planes in what's the word? In sheer willingness. There we go. Does one start with "are you"? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. Cannot confirm nor deny. Yeah. Blacklists are a real thing. So it's a tricky one, because obviously this game, it's not really tailored to one specific age range. Because, yeah, sure, you get folks in their 30s or 40s playing this. I mean, I'm 33, for example. But you also get people as young as 9 playing this. So it's sort of like, it's okay to have sort of, what's the word? Desires as to what you would like for handling. But at the same time, you've got to be sort of aware of the kind of person you're connecting with. Because the younger ones will probably be like, I would like it handled daily so that I can progress further. Whereas the ones with more wisdom behind them, I'm not going to say older, because, yeah, they're generally the guys that are like, yeah, sure, take your time. I'll be happy to accept them whenever I'm ready. That kind of thing. So, yeah, just be a bit wise. I would probably advise, though, not sort of naming and shaming in chat at the moment. I don't want to get this sort of chat a reputation for bad-mouthing other players, you see, if you see what I mean. But we all have players we don't want to connect with. I've got a little list, maybe about 5. I'm not disagreeing with the names that have been mentioned. I would just say, let's not mention any more other names. It's alright, it's alright. You didn't know. I'm purely thinking about it from a, you know, from a viewer's view, if that makes sense. I'd rather promote enjoyment of the game instead of, you know, causing anything. I'm not saying anything will, because not many people watch these videos, but, you know, just in case, that's all. Thanks all for understanding. But, yeah, back to my original point, you know, we all have people that we like sending planes to. Players that demand planes are among the worst, yes. They are generally the first people that I do not send planes to. So, ones that pop up in sending threads and just ask for 1 or 2 planes, that's absolutely fine. I'm happy with that. But it's when they go into contract chat, repeatedly tag different people and say, send me planes, send me planes, send me planes. And then if the original person doesn't respond for like 10-15 minutes, they then tag them in a message and ask them again. And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm not going to do that, mate. Sort of, go find someone else. Players seem to have finally stopped asking you for planes, finally after 50 messages and warnings. Yeah, sadly, it might be down to an age thing. You know, the younger folk tend to be sort of get up and go without sort of thinking around them in a way, which isn't a bad thing, because we're all kids once. We can probably remember what it was like. But yeah, sometimes it can take a while for information to sink in, shall we say. Is it frustrating? Yes, it is. I find it immensely frustrating. But all we can do at the same time is, you know, just be patient and just occasionally remember that the player base may be a little on the younger side. That's all the wisdom I've got on that subject. In other news, planes, handle, go! I wasn't even paying attention to when the no rampaging thing started. I'll do it until 20 cast. You straight up blocked the player because they kept spamming it. Rightly so. Rightly so. I think I've got 3 players on my blocked list. 4 from the World of Airport server, 3 from the Fat Airline server, and another 5 from my DMs. I don't know what's so popular about my DMs, but it's a weird one with DMs. I don't mind DMs. It's Error Rage. Hello, sir. How are you? Thank you for hopping in. Hope you are well. But no, it's like, I don't mind DMs at all. Unless they're spammy or repeating the same questions over and over again. They're just the kind of guys I'm like, yeah, no, get out my inbox. Bye-bye. If it's just the odd question here or there, I take the time out. I'm like, yeah, sure. This is my answer to your question, to the best of my knowledge. Best wishes, hoping you're well, that kind of stuff. But yeah, the ones that are in my inbox being like, for example, I had one, I think it was about a month and a half ago now. Someone in my inbox asked me for 20 planes to their Hong Kong. Now, I've only ever sent that many planes to one person maybe 3 times. I think one may have been to you, Visaya, oddly enough. And who else? I think I might have sent the same amount to Nick, actually. I'm not too sure. But no, like, I don't do that. But yeah, pretty much exactly as your message just there, Duca. But no, I mean, I'm selective with it, of course. I'm not just going to send 20 planes out to everyone. But the ones that have been reliable contract partners or ones that I have always got on with, even if they are unreliable, I'll do a little caveat there. I'm more than happy to send a bunch of planes. Especially I've got a load of wallers at an airport. Like, for example, Heathrow on my main account, I've got back up to 160 million wallers. There are still people with more, but that's still quite a lot. And I am running out of contract slots, so I've got to be careful. But yeah, I think this is the first time you've joined my streams there, Mr. H. Thank you for hopping on. Hoping you enjoy your stay. I've been sporadically sending you some E/F planes from Emperor to your IAD Zurich. No. IAD Hong Kong and Heathrow. How many more do you need? Do you just want me to keep sending you random planes here and there? Or shall I cap it at a certain amount? You're one of those ones that I would categorise as always active, never disappearing on me at random times. And yeah, you're a good egg, that's all I'd say. Guys, you need 100 A388s, 5,000 Concords, and a billion A320s to your IAD right now. Don't even give the in-game name. Yeah. Those MFers are just... No. Not for me, mate. Always responding to every plane that you got available in the contract chat while rejecting them multiple times. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh, I'll tell you what. Hold on. There's something I missed. That for 10 minutes. That for 10 minutes. I laughed about the sound effect. Didn't even bother doing the managers. Sorry. Anyways, they're on now. Thank you for the redemption on those. Do you remember the last time you posted a plane you got available in contract chat? Yeah, it's been a while for me, but I did actually go through and do that a little while back. I think it was while I was establishing what's that place called? Zurich. I'd get a plane and be like, yo, anyone want it? And surprisingly, the majority of the people that I sent those planes to have actually stayed with me and handled it right through to the end a few times. So I think I got lucky. But generally speaking, yeah, I try and avoid people being difficult. It's not always the way, but I try. Or requesting planes that you've sent to someone half an hour ago. Yeah. Even if you edit your post, for example, say if it's on a thread and you edit it saying now closed. Someone else will then comment on that thread going, I'll take 2 to LHR. Without really seeing the title of the post. And we're like, right. Sod you, I guess. I don't know. Oh, yes, because I didn't have a rampage on. I was trying to figure out why it came up as finish handling, and then I realised. Oh. Anyone here needing 3 734s in Heathrow or Bari? I mean, I'm not trying to pressure you. If you would like to send them to, or at least one of them to my stream account, feel free. Have I already got one from you? I'm not sure. What was it? Galaxy Air, isn't it? No, I don't have any from you on this account. I don't think. But I'm not gonna suggest me do it on this account. Only because I handle it once a week. So if you need the wallets back, yeah, feel free to go with someone else. You're maxed on Heathrow? What, me? Or... Because I am maxed on Heathrow. I've been there for ages. For a super long time now. There we go. This is the first contract completion on, in fact, any airport on this account. And the award for this goes to Nick. As a thank you for always being here to handle this plane. I'll send you another Concorde if you like. Max is 4, right? Yeah. On Heathrow it is 4 here. I made a caveat to a friend of mine. You might have noticed when I was scrolling the list just here. I have got Flight Airlines here that has sent me more than 4 planes. I'm not going to be keeping them all. He's asked me just to accept them so he can get them off a stand, which I think was this one. And these 2 which I've already handled once. But I will be cancelling them. So I'll be going back down to the normal amount. But, yeah. Not accepting it at Heathrow anymore. Oh, yes, sorry, that was me. That was just automatic renewal. So, yeah. If needed, I can redirect that to somewhere else. But I think that came from Washington, didn't it? So, I would have to find somewhere else to send that to. Let me finish handling on that one. I will get this one landed. And then I'll go through and see what I win. So, BCS1 contract. 5k Wallers. B38N contract. 5k Wallers. B752F contract, which I'm not even going to redeem because I don't have freighter terminal unlocked yet, I don't think. Oh, I do. Ah. In that case, I will accept it. I missed the question, I think. Yes, so if I get up my little... I'm going to bore you lot with a picture, sorry. The little... you've seen this multiple times by now, I think, but yeah. Heathrow is classed as a large airport to me, and by pretty much everyone else as well. So from any account, I will accept up to 4 planes per player. Sorry, per account even. And this is a special rival reward. Not bad. You think you'll send me planes once you get Vasa Bad going? Nice. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. You should be streaming once a week and you'll be playing ready as well. That would work out well. Yeah. Can you send to Vista or Emperor? Yes. So... does this command still work? I might have deleted it. Hold on. There we go. This is a list of where I'm currently accepting planes. So, Vista Airways, I can take at Heathrow, Sydney, Muscat and SCL. Emperor, I can take at Zurich. Oh, okay. Ignore MSY. I am no longer taking planes at MSY on Emperor. I haven't made an announcement on that yet. Purely because I only sort of thought about this earlier today, oddly enough. But I am taking planes at BKK, Zurich, and no, I think that's it. Just Zurich and BKK. So if you are willing to send, feel free. I will accept. Heathrow on Wizz Airways I do handle daily. There's the odd day that I miss though, but it's rare. Normally if I'm too busy during a day, I will skip playing it for a day, but it's rare. But I'm still happy to take a bunch of planes at Sydney on Wizz Airways as well. Not taking at MSY on. I'm not taking at MSY anymore. No, I'm still handing MSY occasionally, but I do only have, I think it's 4 player contracts at MSY anyway, so it's not really that big of a loss for me. Oh, hello. Don't know if you guys saw that, but Nick's gone on a colour changing spree, and this plane just changed right before my eyes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. That summed up most of the stream last week, if I remember right. You and Polaris were just sitting there sort of messing about with your planes. Look, he's done it again. Yeah, no worries for sale. Thanks for popping on, man. Much appreciated. I'm glad to see you're looking after yourself. You're all well and all this kind of stuff. Sleep well, take it easy. Enjoy your time. And dear Duke 1, I have noted down your D/E there to IAD. I think I will send this one, however, from BKK. Probably a 744, because I like sending those now. Hey Breeze, thank you for popping on. Hoping you're well. You are Aurelian Airways, aren't you? I believe you are, but I wanted to check. I can't remember. Next go, I'm changing every colour combination again. I love it. Incoming ad break. Sod off. No, I'm going to snooze you. Bye. Oh, look, a special arrival. Qantas 100. Nice. Oh, speaking of, I'm excited to play Prague. It's going to sound incredibly silly, right? One of the special arrivals at Prague I saw comes from my home airport of Stansted, which makes me happy. It's an Iron Maiden D-class plane, and I'm oddly excited to handle that. So, yeah, it'll be fun. I like that. For those that aren't sure where Stansted is, that is... what is going on my throat though? Yeah, that's my nearest airport. The 757 to Prague from Iron Maiden is very... That's the one I'm talking about, yeah. It's that one. Comes from my home airport, which is quite nice to see. You don't see very many special planes from there. It's right on the cusp of Essex, just going into Hertfordshire. Well, in my line of work, I'm in charge of sending out a load of delivery drivers to random places, and one of the most frequent places I have to send people to, I'm going to go back to using Rampage now, by the way, is Stansted Airport. So I'm, you know, there pretty much every day. In spirit, anyway. Not in actuality, as it were. Have I got enough for another stand now? I'll do it to... Well, actually, hold on. Let me check something. How much cargo I've got. These are two of the ones I'm going to cancel. So no, I will get rid of those. Instead... yeah, no. What did I say I was going to do? I was going to get these unlocked to see But with that first, I'll make this... I'm so indecisive, it's really bad. Line up, take off. Bye! Cuppa, bottle of water. Yeah. Yeah. Nice cup of tea. Bottle of water. Yeah. I don't sound too Essexy. I mean, I have my moments. I won't lie. But I'm a weird one. So, obviously I live in Essex at the minute. But I did also live in Suffolk for a little while, which is the county above us. I originally came from East London, so I sounded more common than I do now. Right up until I think I was 7 or 8. Moved out to Essex for about 2 years. Then lived with my grandparents in Suffolk, and yeah, it's been a weird old life. So if I sound a bit odd, that's why. Particularly for those US folks that are hopping on, being like, "Oh my god, he sounds so silly. Oh my god." I just realised how terrible of an accent that was. So apologies for those of you out there that are from the US. Trust me, I do not think you all sound like that. Just a select few, you know. We are definitely making progress here at I was about to say Stansted, no. Heathrow though. It's nice to see. I've got more than one plane on the ground at any time now. So, let's just start. Yeah. Almost missed it. Let's get Zyrox's A380 in the game, shall we? Get them drops in, boy! Oh, I've got to note down Nick's Concorde. As a thank you for giving me my first completed contract. Then gave me, what, 6 levels, was it? 5 or 6 levels, somewhere around there. Obviously, I've got another one to finish, but, yeah. It is nice. It is nice. And Zach Airlines. Conk. Obviously, you're going to want it at Washington, I think, aren't you? But if I send it from Heathrow, that'll be easy. Yeah, Heathrow. Bosh. See, I can remember things. It just takes me a while to get there. At least I'm honest, you know. Where did this Qantas plane come from? Singapore. Of course it did. Some of the times I know the answer before I even ask the question. So I might as well have just not bothered. For those that don't quite know what I'm going on about, Singapore is quite a common, not halfway point because it isn't really halfway, but it's a good reprieve spot for travellers from the UK to Oceania. Oceania? Oh, how have I been mispronouncing that? Oceania? Stopover, that's the word I was looking for. Obviously that's your neck of the woods, isn't it, Nick? You're a Kiwi, correct? Or have I imagined that? Yeah. I love New Zealand. It's gorgeous. And there's so many people that sort of know New Zealand from, as simple as it sounds, from it being the place where Lord of the Rings was filmed. Which it's true, but obviously there's a lot more to New Zealand than that. You've got Maori history you can study, you've got the All Blacks rugby team lineage you can study, all this kind of stuff. It's a very intriguing country. Actually going to Singapore, better than being something. There might be an inside joke there that I'm not clued up on. If you don't want to share it, feel free not to, but yeah, I will visit New Zealand one day. Even if it will take me 24 hours to get there. Not have a huge amount with drops at the minute, are we? So far, it's only the Educa one that's landed. But it's alright, it'll come in time. Right. And this will get me another, what was it, getting 124 XP. Which might take me to level 15. Sure, an Aussie would tell us something about New Zealand. Probably. One thing that irates me, which I think will probably irate you as well, is the people all across Europe and USA and all this kind of stuff that hear a Kiwi and presume they're an Aussie. Or vice versa. They'll hear an Aussie, think they're a Kiwi. Now, for those that do live in America or Europe or something, not necessarily the UK, but further out there, and think that that isn't an issue, it's very surprising because they do sound different. There are one or two similarities in dialects and pronunciations, all this kind of stuff, but there is a difference. If you proper paid attention, you can tell the difference. But it's quite startling how many people think they are the same. I'll be honest. I'll be here another hour. Yes, I will. Yeah, it's 10:40ish here now in sunny old. Wait, sunny? What? It's night time. But yeah, I'll be here another hour. Yeah. To be honest, there's a lot of Kiwis that live in Aussie. It's like 20k moving to Aussie a year. Oh, okay. Wonder why that is. What's taxation like over there? Now that I'm getting into the politics side of things. Oh, advert. Ugh. Welcome back. Now, I was just asking what's it like over there in terms of taxation? Is it heavy compared to the US? Sorry, Oz. I'm just going to call it Oz. Or maybe us here in the UK, perhaps. I'm just wondering, I would have thought the quality of life might have been better in New Zealand than in Oz, but I could be completely wrong. Sort of mostly depends on how the citizens are treated, I suppose. Because there was a like a survey done. If I remember right, it was like a residents' happiness chart, and it sort of listed where people are the happiest living. Denmark came out top, even though their taxes are ridiculously high. I think there's literally, we're talking about 45 to 50%. But I think they only work 4-day weeks. And everyone sort of has to be really nice. I don't know if it's a forced happiness or if it's just an uncomfortable happiness. But I'm pretty sure New Zealand may have been 3rd or 4th on the list. UK wasn't on there anywhere. The US wasn't on there anywhere. There was a country on there that surprised me, but I can't remember where it was. No, it's eluding me. I can't remember. Not exactly sure how it is in the UK or US, but basically cost of living in Australia is technically more, but they also make more money. Right, okay. See, here in the UK, it used to be similar to that. However, we're going through a cost of living crisis here quite severely. So what we can... Basically, what we could have been able to afford 5 years ago, for example, we no longer can afford. Everything has, on average, doubled in price since then. And the wages have only gone up by around about 8%. And mortgage rates have not changed at all. So it's making a bit of headway here in England is difficult. If it was hard before, it's impossible now. Right, and this gets me, yep, level 15. Nice one. Thank you again, Nick. 5 more contract slots waiting to be filled. S752 and 5k Wallers. Nice one. Thank you very much. You finished an A380 contract with me. Nice one. Enjoy the XP. Is that at is this at Washington? If so, that's a nice little XP boost, especially early on in game. Might be because of free people feel in New Zealand you'll see people walking around in bare feet in the supermarket. I don't think it's just New Zealand though. I think they do that in Australia as well. Something to do with I don't want to say ancestry, but it's a thing they do. I think you'll often see people walking down the road in nothing, obviously clothes, but nothing on the feet, for example. Unless, of course, it's middle of summer and the tarmac's like 90 degrees. Oh, at Prague. Oh yeah, of course you're closing that one down, aren't you? That's a shame. But full XP on a A380 is, in fact, I've got one up in here. 189 for Hong Kong to Heathrow, so it's probably similar. You've got an A380 contract with someone else there, though. Yeah, cool. Is this completed? It is. I shall get my 5 XP now, thank you. Let's get the next plane landed. Oh, you're not closing it? Oh, sorry, I thought you were closing it. I might have redirected some planes from you to your Washington. Apologies if that's not what you wanted me to do. I really need to get back into making music again. I'm starting to get bored of this sort of soundtrack that's going on in the background. It's the same songs each time, which, yes, it's the idea of it, but yeah, it gets a bit monotonous, I think. This is an Air Greenland plane that was a special arrival over the weekend, I think. Which is pretty nice to see. A lot of countries, tourist things can be expensive though. Yeah. Tourism's a big market. Even now, with everything going up in price. Obviously certain countries have hotspots where the price of tourism does fluctuate. But generally speaking, yeah, if there's a destination that's popular, people are gonna, you know, they're gonna mince you for all you're worth, you know. Amsterdam, I haven't been there myself, but apparently it's one of the most expensive places you can visit. Same with Copenhagen, Denmark. I hear Bangkok in Thailand's pretty bad as well. But obviously these are all, you know, major cities / capital cities. You know, they're well known. So as a result, people flock there. and tend not to be too bothered about how much they pay for things. And Singapore's also very expensive as well, apparently. City of London's very expensive, but surprisingly, I don't think tourism, in terms of pricing, has increased that much here. Can I get this to E now? Oh, I've just assigned a flipping plane to it. Never mind. Alright. I'm trying to think of other expensive places. Obviously New York, that's an obvious one. There's got to be loads more. I just can't think of them at the minute. Oh look, I sent this one from my Sydney. It's satisfying seeing this and seeing that you can do this now. Look, round trip duration 9 hour 40 minutes. Paris expensive, yeah, for sure. A lot of New Zealand airports can be problematic to get into. Also, Queenstown had mountains on 3 sides. Okay. Okay. I'm curious. I'll actually have a little look. I'm going to use this as an example. There's no way this is going to make it all the way from here to New Zealand. But I'll have a little nosy around. So in Woa at the minute there's only 4 airports. So there's Queenstown. My stepfather came from a little town near Christchurch. He's told me about the airport there. Apparently it's quite a big one. Wellington I've heard of, but obviously never been. But then you got Auckland. Is Auckland the busiest? I think it might be. Just looking at passenger demand. Yeah. Yeah, it is. I'm being really thick here. What's the capital of New Zealand? As I say, it could just be me being really dumb. Auckland, yeah. I might take off. Bye. Wellington's the capital. Oh, okay. There you go. That's something I need to put into my trivia book. Yeah, I think the whole sort of airport, the busiest airport proximity to city link, it's different depending on the country. I mean, it remains true in Paris, I think. Because obviously you've got 2 airports in Paris, haven't you? You've got the... Let me have a look again. Where is Paris? Down the south? No. Yeah. Oh, I can't find it there. Oh, technically you got 3. So that one, and that one. And then you got Beauvais here. And another fun one. London City Airport here is the only London airport that is actually in London. The rest of them are not in London at all. Heathrow's on the border, admittedly, but Southend, deep in Essex, and that is actually in the wrong place. That's got to be further out towards the coast. So it's pretty much on the coast. Stansted looks right, but obviously that's in Essex. Hey Polaris, welcome. How are we? I was wondering when you showed up. You're normally here at the crack of, not dawn, but at the crack of stream, I'll call it. Luton's in Bedfordshire. I've been to Luton quite a lot. It's still not exactly close to London. I think it's a good, what, 20-30 minutes out? something like that. And then Gatwick is sort of on the way out towards Brighton. So, yeah, it's a weird one. But it is a lot of airports in one city, you're right. But obviously where the UK has a lot of different airlines, each of these airports has their own sort of airlines. Obviously, Heathrow we know is British Airways. Southend tends to be EasyJet and Ryanair. London City operates British Airways and Wizz Air, and a couple of other little local ones. Stansted, no, sorry, I've done Stansted. Southend, what was Southend? I think that might just be Ryanair, if I'm honest. Maybe Jet2. Gatwick, I think half British Airways, half. Actually, you get a lot of regionals out of Gatwick. You get some Swiss, you get some Wizz Air, you get some Air France. You get a lot of Irish flights out there as well. Yeah, there's a bit of a hodgepodge. It's sort of like if you want to get a particular airline, you've got to go to a different airport. It's really weird. But yeah, all right, I'll forgive you, Polaris. It's fine. You still came in, you know. You still made your presence known. What is interesting is going on to Google Maps and just looking at the UK. We've got a lot of interesting airports, even if not used anymore. Most being old RAF bases. Correct, they are everywhere. Literally everywhere. There's one literally about 5 miles away from me that is still an official airport, but only handles well, it's not a pub, it's not a public airport, but you do still have people coming to, you know, fly planes around the air and then land. So it's, yeah, little A-planes is the best way I can describe it. There's like a flight training centre and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's almost on the border between Essex and Suffolk. That is D/E for the Educa. I'll do that one from BKK. And it is also a D/E for Anzac Airlines. Congrats. The rest? What the heck? List is racking up. So far, it's pretty much everything to IAD. I love it. This is not my main account, Mr. Airways. No. This is, pardon me, my stream account, GingerJesus64. Push back. Go on, get out. Pretty sure I can now afford. Actually, tell you what. That costs 30k. Let me unlock this terminal first. That was that one, I think I decided, wasn't it? Yeah, that one. So I've unlocked that terminal next. Then I'm going to save up more wallets. I've still got a lot of planes to land. This is weird. I've already been online for an hour and 20 minutes. And I'm only halfway through Heathrow. It's weird, man. Weird. Right, let's get Hyperactive's plane landed. But yeah, so all of these old RAF bases, if they're not used as sort of airports as we know them, they will be used for things like training or storage facilities, this kind of stuff. But they never really get fully demolished. If they do get paved over or demolished or anything, roads around them or on them would be renamed to staff that used to work there, or a brand of plane, for example. there's a road not far from me called Embraer Avenue, which I think is quite interesting. And yeah, you get to see that quite often. It is quite interesting. Especially if you've lived in a particular area long enough to sort of watch one of these airfields just sort of, you know, fall into disrepair, as it were, and just fizzle. It is interesting. Be surprised by the stuff you can find on Google Maps. Yeah. It's weird you say that. I was having a little nosy on Google Maps the other day. Near San Diego, there's a island. I can't remember what it's called. But it looks like the whole island is a military base. And on Google Maps, they've blurred it. So you can't see what is on the island, except from its rough shape. And like maybe where one main road goes through it. So they obviously don't want people to see what's going on there, which I think is quite interesting. But it does pique curiosity a bit. It sort of makes me think, oh, what's going on there? Can I come and have a look? You know. Could be a prison, I suppose. Yeah, it could be. If you have a look on Google Maps yourself, you'll probably be able to see it. It's always intrigued me. I don't know. How are you guys liking the Discord server, by the way? Also, I've had a few suggestions. I think most of which have been implemented now. I can't really think of anything else that I'm missing as yet. So the giveaways are working. We'll wait for Hidden to get back to me about the issue you're having, DeAduca1. The levelling system seems to be working. Seems a little bit slow, so I might bump up the curve. Or I might just go ahead and drop all OG members up to level 20. Just sort of get, you know, not a hierarchy established, but some numbers on the board, as it were. I've got feeds coming from the official World of Airports server to sort of let us know what special arrivals we have, etc. Having problems with the Twitch link thing still. That's for the coins, isn't it? That would be a question for Gary. Because the Ginger Bits bot is one of Gary's. That's not actually Hidden's one. But he developed it himself purely for this server, which I thought was really cool. Oh, they already know. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I'll enter this drop. Why not? Oops, capitalised it. Oh well. Right, let's get this handled first. Oh, I've got another airplane there. There we go. Let's get this other E-plane of mine handled. Darn it. Can't quite get another boarding deal. What a shame. Old disused air bases also make quite good locations for filming music videos. As I found out. I was asked to do a little bit of pre-photography for a local band that I know. We did it at one of the old airfields near me, and it actually turned out really nice. Oh, this is cute. You guys are just bouncing me between you. So then I'm going to land. Oh, no. Oh, I leapfrog Polaris. Into the pit of doom. Off you go. Goodbye. One other thing I've been thinking about doing as well. I'll let you guys decide this. So, I still haven't sort of fully created a list of redeemable things on here on Twitch, but I'm thinking about doing an accents one. So, you guys would sacrifice maybe 500 ginger bits or whatever, and then I would have to spend 5 minutes or so talking in a different accent. So I could go Scottish, I could go Irish, Welsh, I could try Australian, which might piss Nick off, but it's fine. I could try French. My only caveat to it would be not to do any accents that could be deemed as racially insensitive. So I wouldn't do things like Chinese or Japanese and stuff. Sorry, I thought you were Aussie, my bad. But, yeah. It's an idea. It's just been floating around. It's not concrete yet. But we shall see. If you guys seem open to the idea, then I might incorporate one. I might have not been paying attention to what you were saying earlier, Nick. Apologies for that. Alright. East End. Oh, why? My maths completely failed here. Yeah, I could do French and Italian. That's not bad. That reward's a bit higher, so grunt could be 2,000. No agent could be 1,000. I mean, yes, that is an idea. My, oh, thank you, Polaris. So my rewards list isn't complete yet. So once I've got, I'll get that going as well. Ta-da, nice one. Once I've got more wallers on this account, I'll be using the points here to be able for you guys to buy a plane off me, effectively. Similar to the way that Fat does it, but without you having to redeem anything to send me a plane, for example, if that makes sense. Obviously, it's early days yet. I'm nowhere near the stage where I can send planes out. The difference is, planes that I get from rewards trees, I will be doing spin the wheel contests for, or Discord giveaways. I won't be doing like fleet planes on a giveaway, for example. Not on stream anyway. Off stream? Possibly. We'll see. I haven't got there yet. Special arrivals have dropped. Not bad. Not bad. I'm going to get one plane landed and put on a stand. And then I'll have a little flick through and see what we got.
Victor Hotel November.
And thank you for those redemptions of the tower managers there, Polaris. That is a big help. Big help. And I can almost get myself some gold planes. Look at that. 9.5 thousand silver planes on that. Then I can get this. Yeah. I want it. I want it. Give me them gold planes. Do I have a chance to know if CNN gets any special arrivals? I think it's had a couple, but nowhere near as many as you would at like Heathrow. Is it not? Okay. I could be wrong. That is possible. I do vaguely remember seeing one though, I think. Admittedly, it was like, what, last year? I think. But, unsure. If you're a regular player of CNN and you haven't seen one, then chances are no, they don't. But, yeah. I don't know. I don't play it often enough to know for sure anyway, so. Oh yeah, I'll wait till this gets to its stand. And then flick through, see what we got. But to make up for lost time, I will add 10 more minutes of each of these free of charge as well. So that way I'm not wasting the channel points that you've used. See? Check me out thinking of all you. Also, side note, I don't even think we're going to get to Prague today. So I've still got 10 planes left to land. Obviously, on my main account, I would have handled about 100 planes by now, but yeah. Drop Kent? I'm confused. Kent is a county. We just got a landing there. Midgrove, Kent. Interesting. Yeah, Kent's a obviously a county just south of Essex. So you cross the River Thames, you go over the Dartford Bridge, and you're in Kent. I don't know what relevance that has to to that image at all, but yeah, it is what it is. The more you know. Right, Air Galaxy, another seaplane. These are racking up now. I'll read out what rewards we've got. So, we'll do that one from Zurich. So, Air Galaxy C to IAD. Air Galaxy Concorde to IAD. That was for the subscription. Thank you very much, mate. Air Galaxy another C to IAD. Air Galaxy a D/E to IAD. Anzac Airlines Concorde to IAD. As a thank you for being my first contract completion on this account. Air Galaxy D/E to IAD. Anzac Airlines D/E to IAD. And finally, Air Galaxy C to IAD. Everyone is having planes to Washington today. Absolutely everyone. It's odd you say that. I had a I'm going to call them a special friend. Yeah, I had a special friend who used to live no, she still does live in Kent, to be fair. We message like once a year, if that. Nowadays she's too busy to come up to Essex, so yeah. It is fun. Right, nothing's on its way to a stand, so I'm going to use this opportunity to find out what we got. I could cheat and go onto the World of Airports server and have a look there, but I'm not going to. Right, so we've got one at Prague. That's my battery life doing 50%. Right, all button. We've got an A388 from Dubai. Nice. What else we got? What else we got? We've got one at St Martin. Ooh, this is interesting. It's probably an A plane or something ridiculous. Oh no. One from Canada, a Boeing 737-800 series from Flair Airlines. I don't know if I know that airline or not. I don't think I do. Oh, we've got a new one here at Heathrow. Oh, I know. Contract. Oh. When did I receive that? Hey, Galaxy, thank you, bud. Apologies, I might not have seen that pop up. There's an advert in progress there. Okay, I'll hold off doing more going through until that finishes. You've got an idea to redeem for an airline contract. Go for it. What is your idea? Oh, that's the idea, sorry. Redeem for an airline contract. Okay. To redeem an airline contract. So I'm just going to picture how that would work. Well, as in, you guys would donate channel points for me to go onto the map to get a contract. Is that what you're saying? So if you hit... Oh, okay. That's interesting, that one. Could do a reward for 50k points redeemed. Change airport in the stream. I probably won't be doing that one. The only reason being... beside the spin the wheel that I now do at the end of streams, which was also one of Nick's ideas, by the way, thank you very much for that, you guys decide what ones I do. Does that make sense? So I ran a poll through the week to figure out which of these 4 airports I would be doing first today. The winner was Heathrow, hence why I'm here now. The runner-up was, I was going to say Poland, no, Prague. Which I will go to if I have time, of course, because it's now 11:10 and I'm growing a little bit concerned. So yeah, I probably won't use that suggestion, Diego one. It's not a terrible suggestion. I also think the price might be a bit steep, but yeah, I am open to suggestions. Your suggestion, Nick, is quite a good one. I was hoping to keep this as a player only account, but I'm not completely opposed to the idea. I'll give it some thought. One at Zurich. Ooh. I don't think I've had many here yet. It's 343 from Cape Town. Nice. Bet that looks probably quite good, I should imagine, as that's only recently been remodelled. And any at CNN? No, of course not. Silly question, really, isn't it? Yeah, see, still level 0 on that one. So chances are, Polaris, you were probably right about there not being any special arrivals. Could still be player age, just means you have a way to complete the Wikipedia. Actually, that's not a bad idea. But the World Discordance, the Flair Airlines anniversary. Ah, that was why. That's fair enough. Cool. Yeah, I think completing the Wikipedia, it's not something I've focused on, but it's also something that I'm not opposed to doing on this account. So I'd be happy to. It will take a while though. Lots of players out there have already got 1,800 odd. What is the current maximum? I am curious. I'll have a little look on leaderboards quick. I'll collect deliveries there. 2,108 by the looks of it. If I go on all time. And there seems to be only one person on iOS that has that amount. So kudos to them, I suppose. I'm also curious. I'm just going to have a little nosy and see how I'm doing. So I am on the leaderboards now. I'm 63rd in terms of passengers on my main account. However, I have also noticed that my alt account's creeping up. We're now in triple digits on that account. I'm just going to have a little look and see where I am. Show more. There's Florence Airways. I don't know who that is. Yeah, my alt account is here, number 263, which is quite satisfying to see. And then you got my streaming account that's 25,000, which is quite funny. It's weird seeing more than one account of mine on the leaderboard, even though only one of them's above 100. I'm not going to sift through for ages and sort of being like, oh yeah, I know this player. Because that will probably take a while. Have I missed any managers or redemptions? In a way, yes, because I did say I was going to activate these. Don't think I have. We're up to date. Oh, okay. Thank you, Polaris. I did. Do you guys think I should do another reward for for the other two managers. So pushback and what's the other one? I'm just going to call it delivery manager.
Emotional damage.
Oh no. Okay, no rampage for me. You'll notice no one's used the grunt one today. Oh, touch manager as well. Definitely is for ground. Okay. That's hyperactive plane finish handling. He nicknamed this livery. I think he called it Piss Yellow. Quite an interesting one. I mean, I suppose. I mean, the boldest colour there is dehydration level, I think. But still, yeah. Off goes the piss plane. Instead of the engines making its normal noise, you'd hear it just going psst. That cracked me up. Have I not handled all of his bloody planes yet? I might have to cancel them. Ugh. You'll need it for BKK. Oh yeah, runway crossings, of course. Now the other question is, should I combine them into the same redemption as they're not as, I'd say, important as arrival / departure, or should I keep them separate but cheaper? So I worry about having too much of a similar reward. Pushback. It would be nice to not have to worry about pushbacks though. But yeah, so if I have the no rampaging on, I would also have to turn off the ground manager. Or at least I would probably prefer to. Just for a sort of involvement type mechanic. I don't want things to get boring. I see a few people nipping in every now and again that, also they come in, and I'm happy for that. But where things aren't terribly involved some of the time, they sort of go off and do other things, which I'm not bitter about or sad about, you know. I'm never going to force anyone to be here. I don't know, I just worry. I'm a warrior, it's what I do. That's one of the reasons why I'm so sort of keen to gain opinions on things. Good old Croatia Airlines. Yeah, you got to do it gingerly. Subway surface in the corner. Hey. Yeah, start stream. LHR and PRG. Yeah, maybe Muscat and Sydney. I don't even know what I was thinking. Because logistically, no. Don't think I would have ever got to Muscat or Sydney. I was talking to my other ARP earlier though. I've got an idea at some point. I am going to dedicate a whole day to one massive ass stream, and I'm going to intend to handle every airport in one go. So I'll start off at Innsbruck, work right the way through until CNN. Yet to look at dates for it, because obviously we've got kids to worry about, got work to think about, all this kind of stuff. And we've got a festival next week to worry about. But if you guys would be up for joining in on some of it, I shall see if I can make it a dead cert, in a way. It would have to be a day when neither me or my partner are at work, or if they're all away for a day, for example. You want to join me for all of it, do you? All 12 hours? Surely you've got other hobbies. I don't know, like knitting, maybe? Actually, to be fair, watching a stream while knitting, that would be semi-productive. But yeah, so only in the... Oh, why have I done that? If any of you do knitting, then, you know, kudos to you. I don't have the patience for it. Discord stream or Twitch? It will be on Twitch, is my thinking. I'm going to look into multi-streaming as well. So I do plan on going onto YouTube as well. There are ways in which I can do that, but they all involve purchasing things. Apparently there is a free way to do it, but it looks sketchy, so I'd rather do it legitimately. Yeah, it's Christmas playing. Christmas time, it's with all and wine. I can't remember the rest of the song. Oh no. We're not even in the right month. We're in the right half of the year, but that's about it. But it's not intended to be a Christmas plane. As I said earlier on to Nick, the colours that this player uses, which is a colleague of mine, they're all based off of real-life racing liveries. I think this one is probably... I know what it is. It's Castrol, isn't it? Castrol Tom's Supra. That's what it is. What other ones I forgot is... That one is the Silk Cut Jaguar racing livery. Now you got to feel like special holiday planes. Love it. This one. What is this one? What is that one? I don't know. I'll have to consult him on that one. This one I feel like I should know. I've seen it countless times. It's motor racing, by the way. Not horse racing or anything silly like that. Oh, come on. It's in the back of my head. I know it. No, it's escaped me. Like a baby blue and orange. I don't know. But, I mean, they're quite cool. We spent a fair bit of time sort of going through and looking up the actual hex codes for them. So they're definitely the right colours. Which is dedication. He spent more time sorting his liveries than he spent handling my blooming planes. But that's a problem for another day. I am a fan of this livery on Polaris's A339 though. He also uses the same one on his 346Fs, I think, as well. I like the sort of three-tone fade he's got going on there. Obviously, for those that have seen my planes from my mains Heathrow, I do a very similar thing. But, but I think the sort of like an icy blue that Polaris uses here, which is more, I think it's calmer. It's nice and mellow. Looks profesh. I like it. I'm a fan. Soft, yeah. It's soft, boy. One thing I'm also impressed with as well, in my Discord server, for those that have seen it, if you're either an OG member, a VIP member, or a level 20 chatter box person, you'll also be able to see in the World gameplay section, there's a thread called Delivery Master Dojo. Our good friend of Vasaya there, this is his domain, so if you guys sort of post in that thread with a screenshot of what you've got and say, I don't know, you'd like an improvement on what livery or colour you use, drop a screenshot there, and he'll get back to you whenever he's available with what he would recommend you use. And we're talking about someone who has maybe 50 to 60 different liveries. So he's had plenty of experience with colour matching and fiddling around with things, seeing what works and what doesn't. So far it's actually being used pretty well. It's had a lot of discussion from Nick there, quite a few from Polaris as well. It's nice. Oh, I did make an error as well. I set that thread up for the sale without actually telling him I was going to do it. So I sort of presumed that he was going to do it. Then it occurred to me after I'd made it, like literally a few days ago. I was like, hold on a minute. I didn't even ask him first. I'm a DM him, so I did. And I just sort of checked with him if he was alright with it. And he was, yeah, that's absolutely fine. But where I've set a bit of a restriction into viewing that thread, and I say a bit because it's still accessible to most, just not brand new server members. He's not going to get spammed by newbies going, send me 28,000 planes with such and such livery, which I knew he wouldn't appreciate. So I sort of kept it. I've made him his own little thing, but I've respected how he plays the game as well at the same time, and I think he's happy. So job's a good one. But yeah, so if you want to improve your livery, just chuck a screenshot in there. He'll view it. It'll be like, yeah, cool, looks alright, but I would recommend doing this. And then boom. Sadly though, he won't send you the money to buy gold planes to solve said issues. That falls on you. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's almost half 11 and I've still got 5 planes to land. What on earth was I thinking when I thought to myself that I would get round to Sydney and Muscat today? I obviously need to give my head a little wobble. I don't know. But I definitely need to get more... What have I got more of? I think I've got the most seaplane. Oh no. No, E-planes are my highest. Alright. I could handle one plane at Pride for revive. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll just go to each airport on one stream. Just handle one plane. Or at least land one. Let it get to the stand, then swap airports. Sweet spot's tripping over my tongue here. Probably because it's half 11. But because I'm GingerJesus64, I'm here with a Rockstar energy drink, because why the heck not? It's not like I haven't got work in the morning, or haven't got 3 kids to worry about. You know. That's been an interesting week. But it's alright, I'm off work all next week, so I can enjoy a little bit of a reprieve. Well, a bit. I'm not going to do much Monday or Tuesday, but Wednesday and Thursday I'm going to be helping set up the festival that I'm staff at, and then Friday through to Monday, chances are no one will hear from me, so I'll be in a remote location where I'm camping. There'll be loud music everywhere, all that kind of fun stuff. Yay, level 16. Oh look, gold plane. Don't mind if I do. I could be a melon here and swap that one gold plane in for some silver planes. Oh no, I can't even afford that. Wow. I never actually realised how bad the ratios are. So if you wanted to get rid of a gold plane, you'd get 1,500 silver planes. But if you wanted to get a gold plane... No. Yes, if you wanted to get a gold plane... No, hold on. Other way around. But you know what I'm trying to say. It's weird. One works out 10 times more worth it than the other. But that's how game economies work these days. Do I want DLC planes to Innsbruck? I would be happy to accept some, yeah. As stated earlier, I will be handling every airport at least once per week. If not on stream, then off. Would not say no. I think I've got 1 D stand unlocked at the minute and 2 Cs. So the more stuff I have there to handle, the better, I think. It's a big step up from Prague to IAD. It is, very much so. Actually, there are so many stands and stuff. How many stands are there at Washington? I can never remember. Let me... I've got it open on my alt account. So, 115 passenger stands and 18 cargo stands. Obviously, it is important to remember that the 115 passenger stands do include... how many is it? I think it's about 20 stands that are all B, which I personally have never used, like ever. So that's about 95 passenger stands that you can use for C through to F planes. That's still a fair amount compared to the 48 plus 6 that you get at Prague. But yeah, it is a big jump. You really feel it as well. So say if you are new to the game and you're working through it in the order in which it appears, which I would recommend if you are new, going from Prague to Washington, you can feel lost, especially with so many things to unlock and so many things to expand upon. Obviously, it's not the biggest in the game. The title of that crane goes to Hong Kong. But then there's a close second. You got Heathrow. I think Heathrow's the next biggest. I've got anything taxiing at the minute? No. Heathrow 178 plus 15. Actually, I'm curious. So Hong Kong's 258 plus 78. Which is a total of 336, I think, just off the top of my head. So 336 stands, that's quite a lot. I think they're the 2 biggest. 97, 147, 44. Not even bothering to mine. 82, 98, 54, no, 55, 71, 133, 54, yeah, and 27. I'm not even bothering on wins, but that's like fucking, what, 18. It used to be less than that, to be fair. And then they, when they did the remodel, they added the diagonal D stands. And it made the game a lot more approachable for most. LHR, Heathrow does grow very fast, especially if you've got a lot of contracts. I'll be honest, and I do remember this. I started off Heathrow with map contracts. So as soon as I had 15k wallers, I would go out, get a sea passenger contract. I got all the ones from India first, which was this one. And I just filled up all of my contract slots with this. With these going to India, to Africa, and to the US. And I did progress through it rather quickly indeed. I took the jump of getting the premium pass at around about level 30 something. I can't remember exactly where. But then going through it from, for example, 32, got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah, 13 planes that you can sell for wallers, which is a lot for one airport. You bought a ton of AN-12s. You think you have all of them? Every example of the AN-12 in existence is in your control. You're officially now the AN-12 master. I should set that up as a role on the Discord. Haha. I say as delivery master, you're the AN-12 master. Done. At least we've only got seaplanes left to handle now here, so it shouldn't take too long to get them all done. Unquenchable Theft 97. This is a new contract partner to me. I don't know them, but I do think I've got a ping from them, so there might have been someone that have watched this channel on a previous video. But that's not a bad thing. The more the merrier. You did also buy a ton of fleet AN-12s, but you now sold them. I seem to remember we looked at the capabilities of that, didn't we, a little while back? Remind me, is it a D or an E? I think it's an E. That's a D. So 700 nautical miles. That's really not very far. That'll get you from Heathrow to... Actually, to be fair, it will stretch to Prague. Which does surprise me, but yeah. It's an interesting plane. 20k cargo though, it's quite a decent load space. And you will still get profit if you send them to Zurich or Leipzig or Prague, to be fair. So it doesn't look to me like a bad investment. And between you and me, I think this looks better than the C-17. Shh, did I say that out loud? I'm such a wind-up, aren't I? Right, claim rewards, cancel that one because it's a map contract, and I, for the moment, don't do them on this account. He came back and heard better than C-17. Darn it, I was hoping you wouldn't know this. It just looks better, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just that the model's better quality. I don't know. I think I might have said this before. If the C-17 gets remodelled, I will probably change my mind. But at the minute, it looks like a triangle with engines. It sort of feels out of place, where all of the models in the game have been sort of sporadically updated. Yeah. Looks a little bit out of place. Small request, would you mind accepting some planes from Vista? They're blocking stand. Yes, I will swap accounts back to Vista at the end of the stream, which will be in around about 10-15 minutes-ish. So as long as you're alright to give us, you know, 10-15 minutes, maybe 20, then I'll accept them as soon as I finish. If that's alright with yourself. And 12s and C-130s give E-plane XP, not even a third of the cost. Not bad. Obviously they are cargo planes, so they will give more XP anyway, but that's good to know. You ever seen a plain white plane before? Bet you never have. Nope. Not once. Never, 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 ever. Never, never. Well, there's one. Blank canvas. I'd love to just sit there with a load of permanent markers, like Sharpies, and draw sorts of random stuff on it. Knowing me, it would probably be some quite crude stuff that you can't really post on a PG channel, but yeah, I've got a fun imagination when it comes to these things. Your entire Heathrow fleet's white. Nice, nice. Yeah, I did notice that with your A21Ns, to be fair. Yeah, some planes, you just can't, you know, you don't really need to put a livery on. Speaking of liveries, so obviously my unlocked livery on this account belongs to obviously one plane, which is this one. And today, oddly enough, I have unlocked this livery on this plane on my main account. I popped a screenshot of it in the screenshots channel, actually, on my Discord. And feel free to have a little look at it if you haven't seen it already. The one that I've pictured is it's an example of a fleet plane from my Santiago. So it's got terracotta, it's got a peach on there, and then it's got my my signature grey, which is more of a slate grey than anything. But no, it's a pretty livery. I like it. Here's your Air Galaxy plane, B734 from Prague. Thank you very much. It's cool, isn't it? Obviously, with me and my sort of, you know, overbearing list of numbers and letters, every airport's going to have a different one. But I think once they're all set, it's going to look pretty interesting. And I'm going to come up with some sort of not prize per se, but I'm going to attempt to recognise whenever someone receives a plane of mine as a random arrival. So I do have planes going from every active airport on my main account to a playable destination, except from Heathrow, purely because that is all player planes. I don't have a single fleet plane to a map location or an AI contract. But yeah, so I've got to think of a way of recognising that, even if it's a case of me sending that contract to the person that gets it as a random arrival. I'll do something like that. I floated the idea of me sending across 2 contracts of that type. Excuse me. Which would be quite interesting to follow through. I think Maseo was on board with that idea, to be honest. Which is cool. In answer to your question, it is not a bad livery at all. I was using this livery here for quite a while on my A21NXs on Emperor. I've now changed it. That is now... Oh, what one do I use, actually? The NXs, anyway. So for the NYs, I obviously use this one now, but I haven't changed all of my other existing ones yet. For my NXs, it was this one. So it's simple, but it covers the whole plane. And because it covers the whole plane, it's quite expensive. I also have this as a variance as well. I'm personally not a fan of following liveries. Right, are we ready? This one. I have used it on a few planes, but only because I've got that livery as a reward from a premium pass. I did like this one until they added the parametric livery system on the A21 series. So now all these lines are actually looking a bit poop. No, they sort of angle and all this kind of stuff. That's my go-to of that one. The triangles I'm not a fan of. I know plenty of people that use them. Polaris is one of them. I don't like it. This one, I think looks horrible. That one, yeah, as I say, I used to use that quite often. This was, Basic 5 was the first livery I ever unlocked on any plane. And it was an Airbus A320. This one I did use for my non-player contract fleet planes. Ooh, 0.96. Do you even deserve a plane for that? But yeah, so that was that. And then since the parametric thing came out, what used to be a nice straight line is now a line down the fin and then some sort of bulge, and it looks a bit crap. These basic ones I've not really bothered with because they are basic. But yeah, so I think congrats on that rather diabolical landing. There you go, let's see. IAT. I'm really tempted just to send you a B plane instead. Just because that was crap. But it's not your fault, you know. Blame the algorithm. Let's push back. Line up takeoffs. What is there left to land? Oh, it's cargo planes. So in fact, everything has now landed. So the only things left to wait on are in fact your planes to push back. Or plane, sorry, which is this one.
Oscar Kilo Charlie Yankee Papa, start up and push back approved.
Definitely not far off a 10 Concorde reward, that one. Not that far away at all. If you do about 700 million drops like that, of course, in a row. Saddest drop ever. I mean, you like cutting it fine, don't you, dear Duca one? So that last one was 0.96. This one is better, but you're literally a speck of dust away from a CLD plane. I think I can sense a rage quit coming on soon. It's funny. It's funny. Just take a few, you know. Breathe. I predict the Yuka one's next drop will be 74.99. It will see an F plane, look at it, and then the F plane will look back at him, going, "Nope, not allowed. Naughty, naughty." Also on 94.98, yeah. I think I had that on a previously stream. on a previous stream, sorry, someone landed a 94.7, I think it was. And they were actually really wanting a Concorde. I was like, yeah, sorry mate, no. I can't just give you 0.31 of a location on it. But I did send them a rather pretty looking F-plane, so it was fine. I can't remember how long ago that was. I think it was last month. How long have I been doing this streaming thing now? A couple of months now at least. I don't know. But yeah, it was an interesting stream, that one. It was one of them pickup ones that I do occasionally, which I haven't done any in a few weeks. Oh, it might be Violin. You might be right. That's Gary in the Discord server for those that aren't aware. But yeah, right. I'm done at Heathrow. Yay. Prague. Let's go. I'll sign a plane. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll handle this plane. And then I'll end stream. For the meme, I was just going to set planes to stands and then call Prague a day. But no, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll get my first official. I don't know. Is it a fleet plane? I think yeah. My first official fleet plane on this account landed as well. Obviously, did Luke Yuka 1, you got my first purchased fleet plane. But this one was the first altogether fleet plane. And it's going to TJ Bay, if I remember right. It is. Who isn't here today? Sad face. Whoops, wrong button. I might be really thick. Yes, I am. I'm being really thick. Here comes the head trimmer. Move target into the bottom right corner. Now, so I actually have set this to be in the middle. By default, that platform moves across the screen, sort of anywhere. I've set it to 50, which is the midpoint. It varies between 0 and 100. So I don't know. I'm undecided. I'll be honest. Where's his planes at? I'm going to be naughty, just because I can't be bothered to press any buttons. We've got another landing. Woo. I've got a feeling that Nick could do some practice landing on the platform. That might have sounded like a dig, but it really wasn't. Get them drops in, buh. Rigged. Yeah. Of course, it's going like this, Nick. This string, and then next string, the Educa one will come on, not land a single drop, And Nick will get half of them. Maybe Sarah will get a couple. I will tell you one thing though, you getting all of these drops is making me not need to run giveaways on Discord. It's quite funny. Right, so same again. Oh, this is funny. Right, I am going to insert a window capture of the table. Just where I've listed what prizes are going to who. Because it's quite funny. Let me change its size because at the minute it's too small. So bear with, bear with. And rise. So, yeah, it's quite funny looking at it all. You've got Air Galaxy about 38,000 times, and then Nick pops up every occasionally. It's quite funny. Oh, dear, Yuka's hitting the gutter this time. It keeps it fun. There we go. And think this plane came from Stansted. No. I am literally 20 minutes drive from Stansted Airport. I might have said that before, but yeah. It's a fun little tidbit of information, if you were ever curious. Just sad and miserable, step into the bottom. Yeah. Like an unwanted banana skin. So, just to clarify, dear Duke of One, did you say you want 1 or 2 to Prague instead? Drop hand from the DVDs. Yeah, I remember those. I haven't had a DVD player for quite some time. But yeah, that logo bounces off all of the edges, doesn't it? And that moment where it hits bang in the corner, it's a celebration. It's definitely a celebration occasion. There was a meme floating around the internet a little while back of that happening. So basically in a pub, there was a pub full of people watching the football game. And someone had photoshopped that DVD screen onto a massive telly in that pub. And the second where the DVD video logo perfectly hit the corner is when the entire room celebrated. And they all threw their beers across the room. And it was a great meme. I laughed for ages at that. But yeah, that's just what is in my head at the minute. It's quite funny. Do you want me to do half and half? So... some from IAD to Prague, and some from Zurich to IAD. If that would help you out, son. So I can send the ones from IAD now, because I actually have it open. So that is 4 seaplanes and 5 DRE planes. Oh, hey Violino616, how are you? We were talking about you earlier. Can't remember what we were talking about, of course. Hey, Nick landed. Just. Love it. Right at the tail end of a stream as well. Alright, C, IAD. Zurich. Cool. You're literally balancing on the edge. Slightest gust of wind, and it's curtains for you, sir. It's been a fun stream tonight, I'll be honest. I mean, Heathrow took longer to handle than expected, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright. So this is what I'm doing. Air Galaxy. I'm going to send you 2 seaplanes from my IAD. But I am going to make them the same. Sorry for that. I'll use this theory, I think. Yeah. 2 of them. And then 2. Yeah, I'll only do 2 of your D/E's to Prague. So, luckily, did have 1.6 million Wallace here, so I'm going to probably get one of those. In that colour combination, which obviously is bright pink for Prague. So yeah, if you're not a fan of pink, then you know, I don't know, look away or something. I don't know. Yeah, one of them. Boom, done. 2 more from Prague. Sorry, Innsbruck. No, not Innsbruck. What the heck? Washington. Shut up, me. I'm tired. I'll do a pair of B-77Ls, I think, for Prague as well. But that one will have to be my default livery, because I don't have any others unlocked on that account. For the B-77L, that is. Times 2, which is, yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll set my tower managers back up so that they land. And then as soon as they are there, on to stands. To be fair, they've all been assigned stands, so they'll all land quite quickly. That's pretty good. I'll go through and favourite them all. Cool. And then the remainders of all of these planes, which still leaves 5 to Air Galaxy, and then that 3 to Anzac Airlines in total. Embarrassing. I'll send them from Zurich tomorrow, I think. Scott, you already on? Hi, nice to meet you. Even though I've met you before. Hello, welcome. Hoping you are well. Caught me at a bad time, obviously. I'm just about to finish stream. I'm actually running over a little bit. I should be in bed by now, but I'm not because, you know, F the police. But, yeah. 3 and you only landed 2. Yeah, one of them was as a thank you. It's fun. It's alright, it's alright. You obviously had a busy day. Can't expect everyone to be here all the time. That would be selfish of me. But I'll be back next Wednesday. Even though I am off work. For family/friend reasons. No, that's fine. I wouldn't expect anyone to turn up. You know, if you want to turn up and watch stream, by all means. But I'm never gonna moan at you for not turning up. Purely up to you. You know, I'm not one of them that's like sort of, where are you? Where are you? I sometimes remark as if to say, I normally see such and such. But that's not me saying, well, where are they? They should be online. I just like having people. It's great. Otherwise, I'm talking to the abyss with nothing coming back at me. And then I get espresso depresso and sad face and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's fun. Right, how long we got left on this? 2 minutes. Yeah, cool. Good opportunity then to find where I've put my little wheel thing. There. Wouldn't it be funny if you were ding grunt right before the end so that you can't end the stream normally? No, it wouldn't. It really wouldn't. Please don't do it. Please don't. Please don't. I'll cry inside. I'll be like, why do this? Why you do this? Oh, what?
Bruh.
Iron on 5 486 209 your packs on
Yeah. Yeah. Fireball. Wasn't watching the clock. Nah. Right. That's the reward redeemed from this. You really don't like it when I do that, do I? It adds a sense of whimsical fun to streams. You guys make me forget the English language, so I've got to be all caveman like. It's super fun times. It's great. So yeah, right, that's the Iron Maiden plane gone. Off to Stansted you go. Don't go on the park and ride, it's useless. And all that kind of stuff. So yes, so the wheel spin has been done for next week's stream. And as Nick correctly put in the chat, just before I managed to press send, because I'm an idiot and Muscat, Washington, Hong Kong and Leipzig are on the cards for next week. Obviously, Muscat was in the running for today, but because I haven't played it, it's not counted towards the not being played again next week type thingy. So yeah, as a result, it will be included for voting for next week. I will do the poll now before I forget, because I know what I'm like. So I will pop into general chat. One poll. No, I don't want to go on to... What? No. Shut up, go away. What? No. Stop being... Oh, poll. No, I don't want files. Poll. That's what I wanted. Jesus. That's a funny noise. Right. What to be played first in Extreme? And then, yeah, so the options were, of course, Muscat, IAD. Oh, I've forgotten the other two. HKG. And Lightning. Poll duration will be 3 days. Won't allow multiple answers. And then, obviously, the winner will be played first. The runner-up will be played second. And yeah. It is what it is. So that's now live. Pop your results in, whatever you'd like me to play. And jobs are good. Right. That'll be it for the evening. Have yourself a merry old day, rest of week, month, week, year, whatever. I don't know. If you're back here next Wednesday, lovely jubbly. I'll be seeing you then. And if I don't see you next Wednesday, why the heck not? I'm joking. I'm not like that. But yeah, do have yourself a merry old time. I'll see you lot next week. Thanks for all the drops. I'll get the remainder of the planes sent tomorrow. Yeah, be safe. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. GingerJesus64 signing out. Sayonara. Bye-bye.